to Girls of Innocence. Today I want to do a homeschooling video, I guess. It's been a while since I did a sit-down homeschooling video. So, forgive me, I'm not feeling the best. I actually have a headache, I'm really tired. I didn't get the best of rest last night because I just couldn't fall asleep. Insomnia issues. My two youngest kids are taking a nap right now, so I'm not going to be extra loud anyway because I'm trying to let them sleep because they really need it. So, yeah, I hope you guys can still make out what I'm saying. So, anyway, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. People are always asking me, this is a question I get a lot just through word of mouth and everywhere else. People are always asking me how long I'm going to homeschool. The answer for that is I don't know yet. I really don't know yet. Of course, I love homeschooling. Right now, it's a bit of a struggle in a way because we don't have a community. We don't have exactly everything we need, but there are a lot of homeschoolers who don't have everything they say they need because sometimes what you think you need, you might not need, if you know what I mean. We have the bone basics, and that's good enough for now. So that's what we're using. And as far as how long I plan to homeschool, I have no idea. I've been homeschooling since Soraya was a baby, and that was a long time ago. That was about 10 years ago since Soraya was born. Soraya is going to be 10 next year. She will be in 5th grade, hypothetically speaking. So, the journey it's rough. It's not rough for her. It's rough overall because the younger kids are coming up and I can't always focus on them. I have to pick certain times out of the day where I can give them schoolwork, and I still have to interact with my toddler and read to her and make sure she learns some things because she's getting older and she's at the point where she really, really wants to learn. And I feel bad a lot of times because I can't give her the proper attention that she deserves, Even though she does get all the attention in the house. All her siblings play with her and they teach her and blah, blah, blah. But sometimes it's still not enough for her because she wants a lot of attention. She's a Leo. If you know anything about Leos, Leos can be very attention hungry. She acts like she's starved for attention, but she clearly isn't. But sometimes I want to do more for her anyway, and I'm not able to. Jelani, same thing. He's 4. He's pretty much a loner, but I know he wants to learn more, and I'm struggling trying to find time to give him newer things to do and whatnot, because on days where I have to teach the older ones, because I can't always just give them work and then walk away. I can't always do that. On those days, I struggle to give them all attention, and sometimes I just have to skip a day with one of them and just let them be. And it's getting rougher. Of course, when my husband is able to help, he can when he's off from work or he gets home from work. But it's getting rough homeschooling all of them, and I'm not able to get them out to a playground because this complex does not have a playground. It sucks, There's certain things we're not able to do right now, as you guys might have already known. But, we're working on it. Next year it will be a whole lot better. I'm working on getting some more things for them as far as schooling and whatnot. So we're still in this weird transitional period of trying to restructure our lives. And then the new year's coming up. Everybody tries to restructure for the new year. But, we need a restructure anyway. Our homeschool life needs a little bit of a restructure, and that's what we're working on. So, I've just been kind of doing a hit and miss as far as homeschooling because it's the holiday season, and we don't do much for the holiday seasons anyway because we don't have a bunch of family around and all that. So, for the most part, we just chill on regular days like Thanksgiving, and we might do a little something just for ourselves, and that's it. So I can't fully say it's the holidays stopping us. It's not that. It's just, like I said, I'm trying to restructure. I'm trying to get some things in order. And I've been like slacking on giving all of them consistent work. I haven't done any lessons because really, well, it's the end of the year. I don't feel like doing any real lessons. They're just doing review. They're doing a lot of reviewing, and even that's hard because every day they do review, I have to check their work and I have to make sure they're doing it right. And even I get tired of that. Like, I don't feel like popping open the answer key half the time, honestly. I'm just being real. They do math, and I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta check these, and I gotta pop open 2 different answer keys for the oldest kids, to check their work, because a lot of times there's some big problem I'm not gonna sit there and feel like doing myself. That can be kind of annoying, but my husband helps a lot with that. He does. He'll tackle one math book while I tackle the other, and we'll check them off and then show them what they got wrong and blah blah blah. Okay, why is this one twist going to the side like this? What the hell? Anyway, back to the original question. I'm not sure how long I'm going to homeschool. That clearly depends on where life takes us, because I'm still not in favor of the public school system. I'm nowhere near in favor. I still don't like it. I still don't agree with it. I don't think my kids would do well in it. They're going to go into shell shock. I don't want them to experience bullying and extreme peer pressure and all of that. I'm still not with it. Everything I mentioned in my previous videos about homeschooling is still the case today. These days, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in schools I'm not willing to expose my kids to. They're not old enough. They're not ready. Hell, no kid should be exposed to that stuff. That's just ridiculous. So, like I said, I don't know. It depends on where life takes us. If I feel that we're able to homeschool them up until like high school, up until they can get their GEDs, then great. Then I ain't got nothing to worry about. Because if I did decide to put these kids in school, guess what? They gotta get immunizations, which I don't agree with. All of them have to get immunizations. They have to catch up on all of that, catch up on every doctor's appointment, eye appointment, ear appointment, all that stuff. Y'all know how the deal. And that's just gonna be a lot of work for 5 kids. You kidding me? And then I have to hope they don't have any adverse reactions from the vaccinations. Y'all, I'm not willing to do that. Private school is hell expensive. We're not doing that, so it is what it is. We had these kids, so it's our responsibility to teach them and watch them and do the best we can with them. I mean, I don't want to just throw them to the system like everybody else. I was never willing to do that, so I'm just letting y'all know that's the answer to that question. That's regarding how long I plan to homeschool. We do not know yet. Preferably until they are able to get their GED, which I believe you can get your GED at age 16. And then after that, you're just done. You're done with high school. So I hope that life, gets to that point or makes a way for that to happen, because I would love for my kids to not have to go to regular public school ever, because you don't know how public school is. It's ridiculous. And these days it's worse, social media and, kids, just everything. The LGBT community running rampant, turning kids out, all of that. I mean, I can't fully speak against the LGBT community. Of course, I'm not going to, because if you guys do not know, I know I mentioned this once on my page, just once on my Girls of Innocence page, that I am bisexual. My oldest daughter knows, and the rest of them are too young to understand, so. But there are things that happened to me that possibly caused me to be that way, so. It is what it is. That's me, and I'm owning it. But as far as my kids, I don't want them to be tempted to, be a certain sexuality, because when kids go to school, they're tempted with all that stuff. They're pressured with it. It's in their faces. If they happen to not feel right, they might, want to change their gender and all of that. I'm not with any of that, really. Honestly, don't make me go deep into it. That's just how public school is. It's too much peer pressure. I'm not up for that. My kids are going to completely change. I already know that. The way my kids are right now, they're really sweet. They're innocent-minded. Now, yeah, we talk to them on a realistic basis, where They still know about life regardless of, the fact that they're a little bit sheltered. But I don't want them to change completely, like wholeheartedly change their entire attitudes, because that's what public school do to you. It happened to me. And I was considered a good kid. I was a good kid. I didn't cause trouble. So it can happen to anybody. And these days are worse with all the, just, you already know. I'm not even gonna explain. This is not a conspiracy debate. So that's my answer to that. That's my answer for how long I plan to homeschool. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see where life takes us, and that's just about it. So I hope you'll watch this video and do not ask me that anymore, because I don't freaking know. It depends on where life takes me. Let me know in the comments how long you plan to homeschool. If you homeschool, if you're planning to, how long do you plan to, if you have a definitive plan? Because life changes. Life doesn't exactly always go the way you expect it to go or the way you plan it to go. Y'all know that already. So let me know what your plans are, and I hope you subscribe, because next year I have a whole new influx of videos coming in, different types of videos, and I hope you guys enjoy them. So thanks for watching. Peace out.